And we are live today and we are in the laundry lab. Let me just tweak the camera just a little bit. There you go. And in this live stream, I am showing you what's in my laundry room. I'll let you see what detergents I use, how I organize my laundry pantry, and how I handle my dishcloths, or rather my dishcloths and my dish towels. But before we get into that, if you're new to my channel, I'm Denise Jordan, and I teach women to make wise home health and beauty decisions. So if you want to learn more about running a household, hit that subscribe button and tap that little bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Okay, let's take a look at what I've got going on in here. First of all, one of the things that so many people always comment about is how organized they see my laundry room to be. And it's actually a laundry pantry. It's right off my kitchen. So I try to keep it organized, because if I don't, every time I open these doors, then it just like shows right here in the kitchen. So this area here is where I keep all of my laundry supplies. And then here I've got toilet tissue and a few other things. So let's start on this end and I'll show you what I've got. First of all, this is just a bottle of laundry detergent that I ordered from the Grove Collaborative. And this is the Grove's bottle, and then I've got some lavender laundry detergent in it. And this little thing is kind of neat. And what you do is you hold it upside down. And I think I've got it closed, but just in case I don't, I'm going to put this. You hold it upside down like this, and you let it fill. And then once it fills, you twist this open, and then you put that in your laundry dispenser in your washing machine. So it's a way to get the correct dose every time for your laundry detergent. So this is one of the things that I have, and I usually have it sitting like right here. And then right behind that, I've got a box of borax. And borax is one of those old things, they've been around forever, but one of those old detergent boosters. And sometimes if I've got a really nasty load of things to wash, like my husband's fishing towels or something like that, I'll put in some borax, soak them in borax water, and maybe a little bit of laundry detergent. But 20 Mule Team Borax is a wonderful laundry booster. It helps remove stains, and it also neutralizes odors, and I just really like using it. You can just put in a half a cup in every load, and that's all you need. So there's that. Now the other thing that I have in here is my new best friend, Paracel. I absolutely love this laundry detergent, the Paracel Pro Clean in the original scent. It just smells so fresh, so clean, and according to the instructions or the ad on the back, they have 10 dimensions of clean: stain fighting, whitening, brightening, anti-graying, clean rinsing, long-lasting freshness, odor fighting, cold water cleaning, and that's important, clean fresh scent, and also fiber care. And I really love the Paracel, and particularly when I'm washing my husband's white shirts. I want his white shirts to be white. And he has said to me several times that the people that he works with says that he has the whitest, brightest shirts of all the guys that work out there. And I'm like, well, they better be, because I work at it. I use this to help me fight ring around the collar and to help keep those shirts from turning gray or just dingy looking. So this is wonderful for that. And also, if I'm soaking my dish towels, I might use this Paracel as well. So I'm using this. And let me just say, if you're joining me on the replay, how you doing? And thank you so much for joining me. I am sure you will get some value out of what we're doing today. But if you're here on the live stream, thanks for hanging out with me today. But I've got the iPad across the room, so I can't read who's popping on or any comments. So once I'm done showing you what's going on in here, I'll try to get a little bit closer, then I can see who's on and answer any questions that you may have. But right now, I'll just have to show you what's what, and then we'll do a Q&A at the end. Now the other thing that I have in here is this Arm & Hammer baking soda detergent. And this Arm & Hammer is also a very good product to use. I really enjoy using it as well. And it says the powerfully clean. First of all, it's really good for whitening and then for odor fighting and removing stains. And I tell you what, I kind of started using this Arm & Hammer when I saw that silly Gronkowski do that commercial where he was comparing this with Tide, and he used one Tide Pod and a whole bottle of Arm & Hammer baking soda and talked about that, you know, the one Tide Pod did the job. Seriously, that remains to be seen. But so these are my two go-to detergents, and I will also say that also I usually have a bottle of Tide liquid detergent in here, but right now I'm out. So when I ran out of Tide, and I picked this up just to give it a try, but usually I will have Paracel and Tide in my pantry. I grew up using Tide. We used Tide at home way back in the day when you had Tide for dishes, Tide for laundry, Tide for everything, and it was in a powder. And then gradually you came to just using a particular kind of Tide for your laundry, and you had dishwashing liquid, yada, yada, yada. So I'm just out of my Tide liquid detergent right now, but there's usually some in here. Now, what else do I have in here? Well, of course, Clorox. You gotta have a little bit of bleach. And I've got some Clorox here, and this is the regular bleach. It cleans and protects surfaces, keeps clothes whiter longer. And I will use bleach sometimes in my husband's white shirts or in my dish cloths and dish towels. And then if there's something special or really nasty that I need to clean, that we need a disinfectant for, I will use the Clorox for that as well. And then of course I've got a bottle of cleaning vinegar, and really it's just vinegar. It's just plain old regular vinegar. They just happen to put cleaning on the label just to get people to buy it, I'm sure, but it's just plain old regular vinegar. And I will use it here to put in the washer. Let's say I've got a load of towels and I use vinegar instead of fabric softener in my towels because that's what helps to keep them soft and fresh. And if you have not seen my video on how to keep towels soft and fluffy, I'll link that below so you can check it out, because I replaced the fabric softener the fabric softener in my wash with vinegar so that my towels are soft and fluffy. So I have vinegar for that. And then you could also use vinegar for a lot of other household cleaning. My husband's been searching the internet and YouTube and finding out all kinds of interesting things to do with vinegar, but more about that later. But, so I've got vinegar in here. And then this is my secret sauce right here. Let me get a little bit closer so you can see it. It is the OxiClean, and this is the White Revive OxiClean, and it is a laundry whitener and stain remover. Now, this is what I use when I really want to get my dishcloths white, or if I need to work on his shirts. If they look just a teeny weeny bit dingy, I always put this in when I am doing my shirts, or I should say his shirts. Now let me show you what it looks like. So it's a powder like this, but there's like little tiny blue speckles in it. I don't know if you can see those, but there's like little tiny blue speckles in it. It smells fresh, and I'm telling you what, this stuff is the truth. So let me get these back up on the shelf where they belong, and then I'll show you what else is in here. And I pretty much put these things in here the same way all the time. All right, so now I've got these things back in. Now this basket here is a basket of stain removing items. So let's see what I've got in here. And my husband made these labels for me. He put them together. And I like using this basket to kind of corral everything. So what do I have in there? Well, first of all, I've got a couple of those little fire starters. So whenever my husband needs to light a candle or needs something else, he can come right here, and it's right there. I've got a box of Bounce fabric softener sheets, and I will use these in regular loads of clothing, but not my towels. I've also got some Downy fragrance boosters, and this is the Lavender Serenity scent. And let me show you what they look like. They're like little crystals. See those little crystals like that? But it just smells so nice. And they really boost the fragrance in your wash. And if you've got this in your wash on your bed sheets and your pillowcases, oh my goodness, they just smell so good. And while I'm thinking about it, there's 7 of you guys on. If I could get 7 thumbs up, that would be great. So I have this in here. And then the other thing that I just picked up the other day is this box of Fresh. And what a Fresh is, it's a washing machine cleaner. And I did do a video on how to deep clean your washing machine. And my particular washer, the recommended instructions asked me to use bleach. But you can also use this Fresh in your washer, and you can use it in your high efficiency washers or other top loading or front loading washer. And it just gives you the instructions on how to do that. And there's, again, instructions on the back. So, and I'm going to be using this week. And I'll let you guys know how well I like it. But I've been doing lots of laundry lately. So I've got that in here. And then the other thing, my secret sauce, is my Housecleaning Maxi Force Gel Stick. And with this one, well, this one's a new one, but what you do is you just kind of dab it like this on your area that you need to treat, and it helps you to get the stain right off. So I always have this, and depending upon what kind of stain it is, or if it's a ring around the collar, I definitely use that. So I always have this in my laundry room. And then what else do I have down in this basket? Well, I've got a little measuring cup, so if I need to measure something, I've got that. And I've also got a toothbrush in here, so if I need to scrub that collar, I've got a little toothbrush in here just for that. And then there's a couple of these little thingies here that you can put socks in. Like you put one sock here, one sock there, throw it in the dryer, and it's supposed to keep the pair of socks together. So those are just a few things that I've got in this one. So even though it says stain fighting, I do have a couple of fragrance boosters in here, as well as this product here to clean my washing machine. And once again, for those of you that are just jumping on, I want to thank you so much for joining me, but I can't see over there who's jumping on. So once I'm done here and I can get a little closer, I'll check out the comments and then we'll go from there. We'll do a Q&A at the end. So now, that's this basket for stain remover. Now, the other thing that I have here, it says tissue. So in this one, I keep rolls of toilet tissue in this basket here, and then also my boxes of facial tissue. And you see how easy I can lift them in and out. So when I pick up my groceries or when my cleaning supplies come in the mail, I can just pop them right in. This one is paper towels. But I also have a couple other things in here. For example, I've got this box of woolly balls, which are dryer balls. Now these are really quite nice. And I just started using these about 3 months ago. And I'm tracking how many washes I can get out of them. I think it says you're supposed to be able to get so many washes out of them. These are 100% pure wool from New England wool, and they look like this. So they look like little tennis balls, but they're not. And there's 3 of them, and when you use them in the wash, you're supposed to put in all 3 balls. And I think you're supposed to get 200 washes out of them. Nope, 1,000. So, yeah, you're supposed to be able to get 1,000 drying cycles out of them. So these woolly balls, I enjoy using them. The only thing that I find with the woolly balls is that sometimes I'll get the slightest bit of static cling when I take my clothes out the dryer. When I use my dryer sheets, I've not had that problem. But it has not proved to really be an issue anymore. And I think one of the things, you know, back in the day when women always wore underslips, if you had static cling, the slip would kind of ride up and you would see it. But today, most women don't wear underslips because many of the skirts and those kind of things are lined. So it's really not much of a problem. And I've got my paper towels in here. And I use the Viva cloth-like paper towels. They are all that and a bag of chips. They work almost like a piece of cloth. I like how absorbent they are. I like how they pick up. So those are the paper towels that I buy. And then I've got a couple of multi-fiber. Whoops, let me grab this. I've got a couple of microfiber cloths in here, as well as just a plain old white cloth to clean different things like that. So these are the things here that I'll use when I need to grab something to clean, paper towel or whatever. And then over here on the very end is this basket with flashlights in it. Now, I don't know about you, but it used to be whenever I wanted a flashlight, I'd have to go out to the garage and look for it. So we decided to put flashlights in here. So I've got one of these big ones right here that you can use in case of an emergency or whatever. So we've got this one in here. Other flashlights like this. Regular flashlights. And then we've also got one of these little thingies that you can press it, you can stick it up somewhere, it comes on. And then I've got a couple little plaques in here. I don't know why these are in here, but they just are. But this works out really well, so whenever we need a flashlight, we know exactly where to look. Let me turn the camera just a little bit so you can see a little bit into that corner. Hang on. There. So this one goes right here in that corner, and then this one goes right here. So that's that middle row right there, and it just really works out pretty good. And I purposefully use different kinds of baskets in here. I got the deep brown because they match the deep brown of the doors. But I like the fact that it's got the light colored lining to kind of bring out some of the colors that I used there. So now let's see what's up here. Now this basket here is tape. I don't know about you, but from time to time we're looking for tape and can never lay our hands on it, or you've got to go out in the garage and look for it. So my husband keeps this kind of packing tape or heavy duty tape or whatever in here. He's also got some other kind of thing like this with tape in it, and then extra rolls. So like Scotch tape and things like that is not in here. But we do have some masking tape and painter's tape, those kinds of things, so that if I'm in the house and I need some kind of tape, then I can just grab this and get down to whatever it is that I need. And then this basket has light bulbs in it, and What this is doing in here, I have no idea. It is a valve repair kit for a toilet. So I don't know why this is in here. This probably should be out in the garage. But what I've got in here is different kinds of light bulbs. So there's boxes of, there's like packages of light bulbs, and then other kinds of light bulbs that you might want to like put up, or you can attach this to the wall somewhere. Light bulbs that go with like one of those little overhead lights, not overhead lights, but floor lamps. But all kinds of light bulbs that we need in this house, you'll find them here in this basket. And evidently, something to repair your toilet with. Oh, and I picked this kind of a gray and white because I like the way it played off of the mattress ticking wallpaper that I have in here. Now, these right here are my Longenberger picnic baskets. And as you can see, they're so big, I don't have anywhere else to put them. So I set them right there in the middle, and I like the warmth of the basket. And let's see if I can get them down. So this is the picnic taker, and in this particular basket you can put like your plates and cups and things like that. So I always take this with us when we go on a picnic, particularly when the grandkids are here. And then I usually will take this one along too, or I can put like breads and chips and just whatever. And then it's also nice enough that I can use it on a table. And I've got some other smaller pieces that go along with this. But pretty much it's in here because there's nowhere else for it to go. And then this basket is odds and ends. We've got like cloths, like rags and things like that. So if he needs a rag to clean up something messy in the garage, then he knows he can look in here and find one. And there's a couple cords in here. I don't know why those are in here. And I've also got like tape, shouldn't be in here. Like kind of this miscellaneous in here. So if you can't find, if all else fails, look in here. But I've also got like a box of clothespins. So if I needed to hang some clothes outside, there we go, then I could use those. So this basket is a catch-all. Cookie cutters and just stuff like that. So it's kind of like the junk basket. And the last basket that we've got up there is this one, and it is for cords and batteries. And then we've got a couple of those extra little light things that you need to stick up somewhere. But extension cords, those little adapters for extension cords and things like that. And then batteries for, I don't know what these batteries are for. Little tiny batteries, but evidently my husband purchased them for something. But those kind of things are in here. So that's how those two shelves are organized. Now let's take a look at what I've got right here. And right here I keep my dish towels, my drying towels. So, and I usually have more of them in here right now, but I've got some of them that are in that basket there that are dirty. I'll show you those in just a second. But I keep my dish towels here. And then over here, I keep my placemats. And I've got like a bunch of different ones over here. These are the placemats that we use on a day-to-day basis for dinner or whatever. Whenever we're sitting at the table, we use a placemat. So I've got a bunch of different ones over there. And then my husband knows where to grab them. When the grands come to visit, they know where to grab a placemat to sit at the table. So there's that. And then right here, I've got a big container of Nellie's laundry soda. And this thing is supposed to give you 600 wash loads. Let you see what it looks like. It's heavy. But it's a powder detergent, is what it is. So it's laundry detergent, and it is supposed to be very environmentally friendly. You're supposed to be able to get 600 loads with it. So I've got a little piece of paper on top that I've been keeping track of how many washes that I get out of it. If I'm using and making up, say, an extra large load, then I might use 2 tablespoons instead of 1. And that's the thing, it's very concentrated, so you only need to use 1 tablespoon in a load. It's considered to be, like I said, very concentrated, and their thing is why ship water. So that's why they have a powder detergent instead of a liquid. But it's called Nellie's Laundry Soda. And I've used it several times, and I find that I do like it. I've used it with my towels, and I've used it with just other regular laundry, and it's working out pretty good. So no complaints about that whatsoever. And now this over here almost always sits in the corner, but if I'm doing a load of laundry, I'm washing something, I'm in the laundry lab, in general, you don't see this. But when I'm going to do something in the laundry lab, I usually take it down. But this is what it is. It's 2 buckets. There's a red one, and my husband got me this bucket for something that I can use in the house. The buckets that he had out in the garage sometimes are just a little bit nasty. I don't know what he's had in them. So I wanted some clean buckets that I could use when I needed to do something with. So he bought me both of these. So if I need to fill a bucket or, I don't know, do whatever, I have this one. But this is the one that I use for my dish towels. Now let me show you them. So when I use the dish towels, once I'm done, I drop, oh look, this one's kind of catty. But I drop them in this bucket, and then, just before I get ready to wash them, I'll fill it with some laundry detergent and water, soak them overnight, and then throw them in the wash, and they come out nice and white. Because I do not like dingy towels. So when you see me over at the sink, if I'm doing any kind of laundry or doing any kind of cleanup, and then you see me walk away with the towel, I'm bringing it over to drop it in this bucket, and then I'll get a fresh one out of this cabinet and then take it over there. And if I need to soak my husband's white shirts or something like that, then I might use this green bucket. But both of these are clean buckets that I can use here in the house. So that one usually sits there, and this one usually sits here. So those are all of the things that I have in here. Right here against the wall, I've got a little feather duster, so when I'm cleaning, I can grab that. And then I've also got this little dusting thing that I can use if I need to clean something. So I'll have these 2 things in here as well. And against the wall, I've got this little basket, and we've just got extra little odds and ends of things. Looks like more batteries. Now, why these are in here, well, you guys know who put these batteries in here. I did not do that. Usually what we have in here would be like little padlocks, extra key rings or keys for, say, the shed or, I don't know, some little trunk or whatever, little hanging tabs, and then extra garage door openers. So we have our garage door automated to our cars, but let's say one of the kids are here and they need to get in and out and we're not here, then we'll give them a garage door opener so they can get in. So that's what's usually in here. I'm gonna put these back in here right now just because he put them here and he'll know where to find them. But then when I move them to the box, the basket that has the batteries, I'll let him know that I've done that so he knows where to look for them. And that is it. That was in my laundry pantry. So now, let me get a little bit closer and then I can kind of look at what questions you may have had and answer those. So let me just move you. I feel like the talking head on, I think it was the year 2000 where they showed this little robot moving this person around. Their head was in a box. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. So now I can try to see who's on. So, okay, so Cal from Cal's Talk is on. Hey, Cal, hi, Thrifting Adventures. And let's see, My Everyday Life. Oh, Michelle from My Everyday Wife Life is on. And Vicki Robles is on. Hey, Vicki, good to have you with us as well. So do you guys have any questions about the products I'm using? Now, Sylvia at Silly Mommy says she loves my racks. That is something that my husband picked up for me at Lowe's. And it's he had to put it together, but it's got the 2 racks, and then it's got like these little frames on the end, and then you just put it together, you put it in there, and I think there's something in there to kind of help stabilize it to the wall. But he picked that up at Lowe's. Let's see, what else do you guys have to say? So Vicki needs to get red clay dirt out of kids' clothes. So Vicki, do you use something in particular? Oh, you're using borax. Okay, yes, borax is wonderful. OxyClean is good for soaking items to get out stains. Yes, if you've got stains in something, what you want to do is treat the stain with cold water right away. Put the OxyClean on it. Maybe let it sit overnight and then wash it. But yes, OxyClean is the truth. So yeah, Vicki, you will love Parasil. It's wonderful. If I had to choose like my top all-time favorite laundry detergent, Parasil. Number 2, Tide. And like I said, I was a Tide baby. I grew up with Tide. I had brand loyalty with Tide. I pretty much used Tide forever. But now I use Parasil as my go-to, and then I'll follow up with Tide or with the Arm & Hammer. Okay. Now, Vicki said her husband's cousin makes her own laundry detergent. You know, I'm not quite that avant-garde yet. I just assume purchase mine. But I know there's several people here in our community that are doing that. I know Tashi at Simply Tashi is thinking about making her own cleaning products. Inspired Living with Christy makes her own cleaning products. Let's see. Rebecca Copeland, how you doing? I'm glad you're with us today. And yes, the toothbrush is great for cleaning shoes too, said Thrifting Adventures. Yeah, but that one is for a cleaning ring around the collar. Have I heard about putting 8 aspirins in a load of wash as an additive to cleaning? No, I have not. I will research that though, Vicki, and let you know what I find out about that. Aspirin can be so harsh, and I can even see where it might maybe even dissolve or eat a little hole in the clothing. So I don't know. I'll have to check that out. It's a detergent boost, she says. Vicki, let us know how that works for you. She had her husband buy a big bottle, and they're going to give it a try. So give it a try and let us know how that works. And then Vicki said she has masking tape and painter's tape in the drawer in her quilting supply room. Okay. You know, guys, I had planned to do this video as a video. So someone said this is only their second time catching me live. I had planned to shoot this as a video, and my computer died. It is right now at Best Buy. My husband and I took it in yesterday, and they're probably going to keep it till Monday or Tuesday. And I wanted to get this video out, so I thought, okay, live stream is the only way I can get it done, because I have no computer upstairs. So I'm glad that you were able to catch me. Let's see who else is here. Other questions? Yeah, that laundry room is pretty much like that all the time, but there's not a lot that's in it too. Oh, where did I get the Nellie's laundry soap? I ordered the Nellie's laundry soap from HSN. It was $65 for that container, but I believe you can also get it on Amazon, and I will put links below Amazon links below so that you can buy any of this stuff that you might want to check out. Because you can get the Nellies on Amazon as well. So I'll put links below for everything. And then the brown baskets that I used, I bought from Target. They've got a really great supply and variety of baskets. So I got the brown baskets at Target, and then the gray and white cloth baskets I got at Marshall's. And yeah, so now Jackie is on, and she's saying she just stopped by to say hi. She's going to be eating some soup. Well, I'm going to be making some soup tomorrow. I'm making some chicken bone broth right now. I'll let you guys see my Instapot back there on the counter. You can see it right there. So I'm making chicken bone broth so that I can make some chicken soup. I'm going to make chicken soup with wild rice. Ha! Vicky says she's tired watching me look through all the boxes. Oh, that is too funny. Arby says, can we go to my bathroom? Well, no, because I don't want to walk the iPad around. I'll be doing some cleaning in the bathroom probably another day this week, and then stop back by and you can see it then. Nothing special about it. So who lives on a ranch? Does Christy? Oh, that's right. Christy lives on a ranch, I believe. But okay. What else do we have here? Yeah, the Nellies does have a good rating, so. Well, I want to thank you guys for joining me live today. Like I said, I had planned to do video, and since my computer's in the shop, I wasn't able to do that. But I'm also glad, though, sometimes when I do live, because then when I go live, then I have the chance to talk to you guys. So if you have a question, then I can answer them. So tell me, what kind of laundry detergent do you guys use? So Sylvia said her husband wants to buy a ranch-style house, but it's going to be more to clean. Sylvia, I think you've got a couple kids, though. The nice thing about a ranch-style house is it's all on one level. I've got a 2-story, which is what I wanted when we moved into this house, because we had a ranch style before, and with us being on one level, you know, the kids are all over, and when they have company, they were all over, and they can see into your room. So I wanted a second floor so that I could at least keep company downstairs. Now I'm at a point where I could see one level again. So Michelle used 7th generation laundry soap. Someone, I think Cal said she uses Tide. Anything special anybody else uses out there? Well, okay then. You know, Sylvia, if your kids are little, I tell you, when we decided to move, and I said we had to have a 2-story house, I remember I was taking a nap, and I looked up, and there was a girl going down the hall to my daughter's room, and she looks in, she goes, "Hi, Mrs. Jordan." And I told her, I was like, "Shut the door," because it's like I'm trying to rest, trying to take a nap. I did not want to look up and see anybody else's kid going down the hall at my home. So I thought, when we buy another house, it's got to have 2 stories so that I can be upstairs and whoever's over to visit is downstairs. And I did not allow them to have friends over into their rooms when we moved into this house. I just thought, I'm not having anybody upstairs. I just need to have some privacy somewhere. 2 sets of stairs, 17 steps each. Wow, that's a lot of stairs. So yeah, that's a lot of stairs. And I'm at a point in my life now where I can see where eventually I'm going to want everything on one floor and not as many stairs. Because I'm able to run up and down the steps right now, but I'm not going to always be able to do that. Well, okay, guys, I am so glad you guys jumped on with us. So if you don't have any other questions about my laundry room, then I will say sayonara. So now let me just say this. If you like this video, please make sure to give me a thumbs up. And I have some other videos that I will link below, like for example, how to deep clean your washer and how to clean your dishwasher, and then a couple of my laundry videos you might also enjoy. Maybe I'll link my how to keep white shirts white. You guys might want to see that. So just so you know, I've raised 3 children. I've managed a home for more than 45 years, and I'm a nurse by profession. So if you want to learn more about running a household, subscribe. I would love to have you as a member of the TNT community. In the meantime, this is Denise Jordan saying goodbye. I will see you at the next video. Bye.